Oh, hello there. My name is Mr. Radom, and I will be your math teacher for your online math course. And I look forward to working with you. So I'll just make this little video here and walk you through the resources that you have online and how you can access help and just in general do a good job on your online course.
So this is our main web page here. The URL is sd42onlinemath.yolasite.com. And of course that's what this page looks like. It lists all the courses here that are offered in Math 10 to 12. And you are taking Math 11 Workplace. So let's click on this tab. It's going to ask for a login and a password. So the login is capital SD42 and the password is math. I'll just show you here in lowercase letters. Okay, so SD42 math, we click that, and that takes us to our main page for the course, Math 11 Workplace. I'll just point out the information on the right here. So this is the teacher contact information. So at this point in time, right now the teacher of this course is Mr. Bruce Payen, and this would be his email address. And you can email him anytime if you have any questions or if you want to set up a private help session in Zoom. So Zoom is our place where we help students online. And then this would be the link that would take you to the Zoom help room. Now there's not a teacher in here all the time. So what you would first do is email the teacher and set up an appointment. And then at that agreed time, you'd both be logging into Zoom to get your help. Okay, so that's all your teacher contact information right there. Okay, let's look at some of the links here that deal with the course. So the first link here is the frequently asked questions. So these are the questions. Some of the frequent questions that we get. So before you email your teacher about sort of how the course works or something, just check out these frequently asked questions. There's a good chance that it might be in here, and you can get the answer. But if not, we're always here to help. Okay, let's check out the course outline. So this is the course outline for Workplace Math 11. You can see the course has 7 units in it. We also sometimes divide them up into learning guides, 20 learning guides in a course. So Unit 1 is, you can think of it as learning guides 1 to 3. But it's on budget. And then we also deal with financial services, slope, trigonometry, stats and graphs, measurement, and scale. Okay, so those are the different topics that are in the course. And you'll get a mark for each one of these units. And then your final course mark will be the average of all the units. Okay, workbook. So clicking on here, we'll bring up the textbook. Slowly but surely, here we go. Okay, so here's the entire workbook, okay, for the course. I'm just going to leave that up right now. Let's go back and then the solutions. So this is kind of nice because we have the answers to all of the textbook questions. So I'm going to leave that up just for now too. And let's go back here, and then here's the learning guide. So these are all of the assignments that are in the course. So you can see here's those units again. Units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the first unit, learning guide 1 to 3, is on budget. So let's click on this, and this will bring up the learning guide. Okay, so this is just kind of a cover sheet, so to speak, and has just some information on here, completing the guide. This is kind of important. It's the learning outcome, so it's what you're going to learn in this learning guide, solving problems that involve personal budgets and actually creating a personal budget. And then these are all the activities. So there's some vocabulary and formula definitions, there's some workbook questions, there's some review challenge questions, and there's the unit project. Okay, so let's keep scrolling down. You can see here's the vocabulary and formula definitions. Okay, so as you go through the learning guide, you'll be able to fill these definitions in. That's the vocabulary. And here's where you're actually going to work through the workbook questions. Okay, so we're starting on page 329. So this is the first expectation, solving problems that involve personal budgets. And here's all of the questions that you need to do. So let's go to page 329 in the textbook. That's going to be way down here. Way down here. Oh, we're getting close. 326, 27, 28, 329. Okay. What was those questions? Oh, that was reading the information. So you'd read the information on page 329. Here we go. 329 to 330. You'd read the information. So here we are. We're going to read through these. Then it says work through example 2 on page 332. So we're going to skip to page 332. Here we go, and we're going to work through example 2. So here's example 2, some questions. You can see here's the answers, the solutions, so you can check and make sure that you're doing the example correct. And then it says complete build your skills questions, number 4, 5, and 6. So on 334, here we go, build your skills. Now, as you're doing these questions, you'll want to know if you're doing them correctly or not. So that's where the solution tab is up. So now we got to find page 3. Which page are we on? 334. Oh, quite a few more pages yet. Now we're getting close. Build your skills. Oh, what page are we on again? Build your skills on 334, number 4. That would be right here. Build your skills. Tanya's total income, Tanya's income. So this is how I would have it set up. I'd have my learning guide here with my questions. I'd have my textbook here with the actual question on it. And I'd have my solution tab open with the answer so that I can check and make sure I'm doing it right. So 3 tabs open, the learning guide, the textbook, the solutions. Now you can work these questions out on your own pieces of paper, on your scrap paper, whatever, your duotang, whatever it is that you're going to keep track of all your work in. But you have your textbook and your solutions and your learning guide all there. Okay, so then when you're done, there's after the end. So there's some review challenge questions. So at the end of the learning guide, there's some additional questions that you can do here to practice, just some extra practice questions. And then there's a unit project. So the unit project is actually what's going to be marked. It's not actually your practice questions here. This is for your own practice. Okay, you don't need to hand that in. What you do need to hand in is your unit project, because that's what's going to get marked. So if we go to, let's just open another page here with the Math 11 workplace so that you can see the unit projects. Here we go. If we click on this last tab, here is the unit project for Unit 1. Okay, and you can see it's out of 25, and you can see how the marks are made up. And this is where you do a budget. So this is the project that you're going to do and you're going to hand in, and this is what's going to be marked. So you want to do a really good job of doing your unit projects, because that's where your marks are going to be based on. Okay, so all of the unit projects are here under this tab here. Okay, so let's just review. There's some questions here. If you have a question about the course, check in here first before you email your teacher, because there might be the answer that you're looking for. This is your outline for your course. This is your workbook. That's what this thing is here. That's what this tab is open. Whoops. There's the solutions. That's this tab. There's your learning guides. That's this tab. That's where all your assignments are. And then there's your unit projects, which would be found if you click here, and that's what you're going to submit. And those unit projects, those 7 unit projects will be marked, and those will form your marks for the course. There are no tests in this course. Okay, every unit is evaluated by the unit project. And this, of course, is all of your teacher information. So your teacher is happy to work with you and help you at any time. So feel free to reach out, and we're wishing you all the best in your Math 11 Workplace course.